Speaker, tonight the government is proud to be delivering more tax relief. Every Australian taxpayer will get a tax cut next year and the year after to top up the tax cuts which began in July. Yeah. This will take the first tax rate down to its lowest level in more than half a century. These additional tax cuts are modest, but they will make a difference. The average earner will have an extra $536 in their pocket each year when they're fully implemented. Combined with our first round of tax cuts, this is $2,190, and the average total tax cut will be $2,548, or about $50 a week. Yeah. We'll also increase the Medicare levy low-income thresholds, which is extra tax relief for more than 1 million Australians. Now, our $17 billion in tax cuts are the biggest part of the responsible cost of living package in this budget, but they're not the only part. Mr Speaker, electricity prices in the official data went down 25% last year, but they're still putting pressure on households around the world. 2 rounds of energy rebates have helped take some of the sting out of energy costs. Tonight we're providing another $1.8 billion in energy bill relief. Every household and around 1 million small businesses will receive energy rebates until the end of 2025. Yeah. This means cutting another $150 off bills this year. The government will also be using the powers and penalties of the energy regulators and the ACCC to help ensure that energy companies offer customers cheaper deals, that pensioners receive the discounts that they are entitled to, and that Australians get the value that they deserve. Yeah. Mr Speaker, at the core of our economic plan and at the very heart of this Labor government is a simple objective: to ensure more Australians earn more and keep more of what they earn. In the 5 quarters before our first budget, real wages fell in annual terms. They have now grown for the last 5. Real incomes per capita are now growing too. This is the dividend of our economic plan to get inflation down and wages up and tax cuts flowing. Tonight we're providing an additional $2.6 billion to fund pay rises for aged care nurses from March this year, so that the workers that we trust to care for our parents and grandparents get paid properly for the work that they do. We're reforming non-compete clauses to lift wages by up to $2,500 a year for workers covered by them. We've supported an historic wage increase for the early childhood educators and care workforce, and we've backed pay rises which ensure the national minimum wage has risen by almost $7,500 a year. Speaker, we know that Australians, despite all of this, are still under pressure, and a lot of that pressure is felt at the checkout. That's why we're cracking down on the supermarkets, by empowering the competition watchdog, making the Food and Grocery Code mandatory, increasing penalties and boosting competition. At the same time, we're targeting excessive surcharging and scams and unfair trading practices that harm consumers.